Hey, what's up guys? Mao here for Unbox Everything, and today we've got a very special unboxing from Huawei. This is the Huawei Y9s. The Huawei Y9s is the first phone that they've launched for 2020, and that's sort of a big deal, signifying that this is one of the first phones that they want to get out for the brand new decade. This is a follow-up to their Y series, which is their entry-level series, but the great thing about Huawei is that, entry-level prices doesn't mean you need to sacrifice quality, and that is exactly what the Y9s is. An affordable entry-level phone packing some flagship features and a flagship design. So that's what we're going to be taking a look at today in this video. But before that, I just want to say a big thank you to Huawei for making this video review possible. Now, let's get into the unboxing. So here's a quick look at the box. Really clean, really simple. It's just got the photo of the phone up front, showing off that full display, which we'll be taking a closer look at later. And all around is just really clean, white box, just like that. Alright, so now let's open it and see what we get inside. So we've got the phone up front, which we will be taking a look at later. We've got a smaller box in here, SIM ejector tool, quick start guide, warranty card, and a jelly case. Really simple, clear, and flexible jelly case, but it's really nice that Huawei included this out of the box so you can have protection right away. We've got a power brick, 10-watt charger, not the fastest, but it'll do. USB Type-C charging cable, and finally, some really basic earphones. Alright, so finally got the phone in my hand, and wow, I can just say it feels really nice. Look at that color. That color is stunning. It's called Breathing Crystal. It also comes in a midnight black, but this one is arguably the one you want to get if you want something that's really going to grab attention and show people your brand new phone. I really do like the way that it feels in the hand. Feels like it's got a good weight to it, so it doesn't feel cheap. Feels like it's made out of good materials, and first impression, I'm just really happy with it already. But, let's dive deeper into it. Let's get into the full review and check out if this is worth you picking up for yourself. So if you're in the market for a new phone for 2020, two of the top reasons why you should consider the Huawei Y9s is the design and the cameras. Let's dive into it. Alright, let's start off with the design. So if we look at the back here, we've got the Breathing Crystal color again, which was first seen on the Huawei P series, which is their flagship series, now making its way down to the Y series. And then we've got the triple cameras right on top. It's also got a curved back and an aluminum frame, which makes it really feel good in the hand, really comfortable, and you can also know that it's really durable. Another thing you'll notice about the phone is that it doesn't have any fingerprint sensor on the back, and it doesn't have a fingerprint sensor in the screen, but what it's got is a side-mounted fingerprint scanner. So there it is, if you can see it, that is the side-mounted fingerprint scanner, which unlocks in 0.3 seconds, super fast, if you can see it here. Just like that. That's super fast, and I'm really happy with it. Yeah, cool. So the back looks really good, but now one of the biggest selling points for the design of a phone is arguably what's up front, which is the display. The Y9s is rocking a large 6.9-inch display, which is a full HD plus IPS LCD panel. It is notchless, so as you can see, there are no notches to be found, no punch holes, nothing. It's just screen from top to bottom. It's got small bezels all around. It's got a bit of a chin, but still small nonetheless. And all this adds up to a 91% screen to body ratio. So that's just going to be really good for consuming content like watching YouTube, Netflix, scrolling through your Instagram feeds, and also really good for gaming. Having that full screen display is going to be really good for gaming, and even for doing a lot of video editing, photo editing. It's all going to look really good on this immersive full screen display. Now, one of the main features that I always look for on a phone is definitely the camera. The camera is always a major selling point, and that is one of the biggest features on the Huawei Y9s. You wouldn't easily find an entry-level phone that's rocking a triple AI camera plus a pop-up selfie camera much like this. So let's take a closer look at it. The triple AI camera setup consists of a 48 megapixel primary wide lens at f1.8, so that's really good just to get that natural background blur and depth of field. It's also got an 8 megapixel ultra wide lens stretching 128 degrees field of view, perfect for getting everyone in the shot in those big group photos and taking stunning landscape and cityscape photos as well. It's also got a 2 megapixel depth sensor to help get that perfect background blur in portrait mode. It's also got AI features that are gonna analyze your photos and ensure clear and high quality photos in every scenario that you take them. And finally, it's got that pop-up selfie camera up front that tucks away nicely when you're not using it and comes right up when you're ready to take that perfect selfie. One great thing is you don't need to worry about durability at all because it's rated for 100,000 times coming up and going down without any damage. You also don't need to worry about the camera breaking if you drop your phone because it's got smart drop detection, which means that if you accidentally drop your phone while the selfie camera is up, it's going to detect it and automatically retract before it hits the ground. But hopefully you don't have to drop it and you don't have to let it hit the ground. That would be really sad. And on top of all that, all of these cameras and features can be used in video mode. It can all be used in video mode, the wide angle, the ultra wide, all that can be used. And it's also got EIS, which is electronic image stabilization. So while you're filming in video mode, things are super smooth. You don't need to worry about that camera shake. So if you're a vlogger, like taking videos, cinematography, that's really good for you. And if you're into shooting slow-mo videos, this phone can shoot up to 480 frames per second, which can give you that buttery smooth slow-mo videos you've always wanted to take. Here are just a few more photo and video samples that I took while I was out testing this camera. Now, a few other features to note when getting this phone. First, the OS. The operating system that it's running is EMUI 9.1, which is based on Android 9, which is great because it's still running Android and got that Google Play services right out of the box. The OS is clean, simple to understand, and also customizable. So if you'd want to change those navigation keys at the bottom to be gestures, you can do that as well. Okay, now for the performance. It's got 6GB of RAM and 128GB of storage, which can be expandable with a micro USB card. You can expand it up to 512GB of storage. That's definitely enough space for more apps, more movies, more photos, and more memories to be stored on your phone. It is running on a Kirin 710F octa-core chipset, which gives you high performance at low battery consumption, which means that you can do more gaming, more videos without it using up a lot of your battery. And yes, this chipset is from last year, but it's still sufficient for your needs. So I tried gaming, I played a lot of Call of Duty, and it ran smoothly on the medium to low settings, which is perfectly fine for me. It should also be sufficient for video editing, photo editing, things like that. You won't have to worry about it. If you're future thinking, you might want to invest in something that's got a more recent chipset. But if you're looking for something that's got good performance for your daily tasks and just to get the job done, this will definitely be sufficient for all of your daily mobile needs. And the last thing to consider is the price. This comes in at an SRP of 13,990 pesos. So all those flagship features that I just talked about in an entry-level price is really compelling for this Huawei Y9s phone. Maybe this would be something you would want to pick up for 2020. If you want to pick up this phone for yourself, I will be leaving all the info in the description box below. Hey, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope that you found it helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and as always, I will see you back here next time as I continue to unbox everything. Shh.